Good morning, guys, and how are you all getting on today? I'm having a really good day today. Painting my Night Lords, putting all the transfers on them, and generally just excited to tell you about them. I've been waiting for the right moment to do the Night Lords videos, and today I'll be telling you how I use my Night Lords and basically telling you about my basic 2000 point list for Horus Heresy. So to start off with, I have Sevatai leading my army. I also have, as my other character, I have the Flame Master Lance High, or however you say it. He's a nice addition to my army, I think, and it seems really fitting. I then have 3 Terror Squads. They are in 10s. There have been a lot of questions from people asking how they should run their Terror Squads, and honestly, it's a case of what you prefer. But my advice to you would be that you should definitely run them in squads of 10. Anything less than that, and they pretty much fall, I think, and they just get outnumbered and overwhelmed. So for me, I personally take squads of 10. In terms of upgrades on my Terror Squads, I have a Volkite Charger in each one. I also give them all bolt guns, and all of my sergeants have melter bombs. I do run a specific what is it? Unique Rites of War, which is a terror assault. Which means I can take terror squads as troops, which is great, which is what I always wanted. Originally, I've started Night Lords in 40k. I had a massive army, had an entire company of them. However, if I'm honest, the rules wasn't all that. Well, in 40k you don't really have rules for Night Lords, and it's quite difficult to make a Night Lords list. So really, I ended up selling my army, a lot of stuff, swapping some of it, and then after, I think it's about a year, I got my Horus Heresy army, and now that they've got rules, I'm really enjoying them. All the specific rules for them really make them fantastic. Really great. I have a lot of fun with them. So yeah, anyway, back to Terror Squads. Terror Squads are troops in my army, so I take 3 of those, 3 squads of 10. Like I said, squads of 5, not so great. I also put mine in drop pods. Basically means I can grab objectives and they can be where I need them to be. I have a drop pod for each of my squads. And yeah, they pretty much just come down and just cause as much havoc as you can. I do it in the good old Night Lords way, unless I need to grab an objective. Just overwhelm them, just drown them in bullets, in shells, and then straight into close combat, unless it's something really scary, in which case better run away. So yeah, so I have, for my heavy support, I can only take 1 heavy support in my army, which is a Whirlwind Scorpius. Always causes a lot of havoc, always scary for the opponent. I'm not liked very much for my Scorpius, nobody likes a Scorpius. Causes tons and tons of damage, always a target for any sort of heavy weapons. So that's my heavy support slot taken up. After that, I have 3 Dreadnoughts, 2 of which are normal. 1 has a plasma cannon, Havoc launcher, and a heavy flamer. In his other, as his other weapon, he's got a power fist. My other Dreadnought is just he hasn't really got anything. He's just got 2 melter guns and 2 power fists. He's my anti-tank, really, sort of thing. Then I've got the Contemptor Mortis Dreadnought with 2 Keris assault cannons. He's quite nice. So it's situational, really. He sometimes gets his points back, sometimes doesn't, but he's a nice support unit for your terror squads. So when your terror squads need some support, a Mortis Dreadnought's always good with 2 Kera's assault cannons. Also, it means I've got some anti-air in case someone's got a Fire Raptor or something. So that's the anti-air covered. I've already mentioned the Flaymaster. I do have actually another squad, another Terror squad. These guys, however, are all armed with Volkite chargers. There's 8 of them. Now this is where Sevatar and the Medic go into. So this squad is my best squad, I guess. I use them for different roles. I sometimes put them in the drop pod. Sometimes I infiltrate them, but more times than not, they go in the drop pod with Sevatar and the Medic. It's a really, really good squad. I have seen them take a lot of punishment. I've seen them take on 3 different squads, being fired at them and just deflecting, brushing off the bullets like it's nothing. And then finally going into close combat and just killing all of them. I've also used them to deep strike in the drop pod behind enemy tanks because they have Volkite charges, 2 shots each, strength 5, AP 5, anything that's got armor 10 on the back, rhinos, dreadnoughts, just glance them to death really. You don't even need to pen them, there's enough shots there to glance them. So that's how I use my terror squads. And yeah, that's pretty much my 2,000 point list. I've got to say I do struggle against vehicles, but with it being a themed list, terror assault themed list, it's a lot of fun. Also guys, don't forget the FAQ. In the FAQ, when night fighting's on, we get +1 initiative and +1 to our run moves, I believe. So that's really important, don't forget that. It gives us an edge that we need, really. Just an overview of some of the rules. Talent for Murder, great rule, always comes in handy, fantastic, love it. Nostrum Blood, they fall back and exchange to normal. Be Night Lords, it's what we do. And if they fail a pinning test, they can, if they want to, just fall back. They've all got night vision, because they're Night Lords, it makes sense. They got from the Shadow special rule, all models with this special rule have a cover save of 6+ on the first game turn, even in open ground. This can be combined with effective stealth, etc. as normal, but other forms of cover the model might be in, which provide a higher save, super speed. So, yeah, it's another good rule. It's another good rule. Seeds of Descent. If the Warlord gets slain, all of our units have to take an immediate morale check, as if they have suffered 25% losses from shooting. Once again, a very fluffy thing, really. So yeah, I will be showing you my Night Lords and what they look like in just a second. So if you've got any questions about how I run my army, or if you've got any questions on any of the units, because I have used all the Night Lords units, I have used different war gear. So if you've got any questions at all, please comment below and just let me know, what you think, how you run your Night Lords. I do want to hear how people run their Night Lords, because I know you can make a fast Night Lords army, maybe a Raptor themed army. I do have 20 Raptors as well. I have found, however, that they don't really work for me personally, but they are fantastic models, and I do recommend them just for, if you're playing for fluff, you might as well have them. But yeah, I'll show you my Night Lords now, so in just a second. So guys, as promised, this is my Night Lords army. This is still work in progress for everything. We have all the pretty much non-painted stuff on that side, which is a Volkite squad, a Terror squad, 10 Raptors, 3 drop pods, 5 Terminators, which I've just recently bought, my Dreadnought with 2 melter guns. These are my more painted Raptors. I don't know how well you can see them. Let's have a look if I can focus it. There we go. That's a bit of a conversion from myself. It's well, a Land Raider that I think looks quite fitting for Night Lords, scary looking thing. I've had to do a lot of repair work on that, but it's turned out alright, I think. So we have Conrad Kurz, which is still work in progress. I said to myself, unless I get all of my other stuff done, I can't really paint him, but I ended up starting him anyway. But I haven't touched him since, I promise. I haven't touched him since. So we've got my Contempt of Mortis Dreadnought once again. Hasn't got much paint on him, he's just at the starting stages. Now these guys are a bit more done. My 3 Terror Squads that I use. I have bought the upgrade packs for them, all the knives and stuff. So there we go. I will be painting those because I wanted them to have a bit of more of a character, so I'll be painting all of those. Apart from that, they are pretty much done, these guys, apart from obviously bases and stuff. There's a bit of touching up that I've got to do, but apart from that, yeah, these guys are pretty much done. At least the guys that you see at the front anyway. The first 10 here are, well, the most work have gone into these. So yeah, that's the second squad over there. This is the sort of thing that I'm aiming for, really. Okay, I'm aiming for that. Have lightning, all highlights. I'm not sure what colour to do the bases yet, so if you guys got any suggestions, I would really appreciate it. Yeah, so that's the second squad. And we got the third squad over there as well. They're not finished yet either. The least painted guys, really. And then we've got my 2 characters, which is Sevatar and the Medic. Yeah, I really like these. Sevatar is by far my favourite model that I've done, that I've painted. Once again, he's not finished, but he's the most finished model that I own. Amazing model. I have no words for it. Such a great model to paint. A lot of fun painting it. And I also have my painted Dreadnought. He's pretty much finished. I've just got to put some transfers on him. Transfers are great, by the way. I have bought them and I think they're fantastic. So that's my Dreadnought. My Scorpius, once again, he's still work in progress. And I'll show you my Medic. I haven't really converted him or anything, it's just a bog standard apothecary that you get, but I use him as Lancer High. Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, any comments appreciated, any suggestions that you have, especially for the bases. I don't know what colour I'm doing them yet. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with that. So thanks very much, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.